I want to make sure that I articulate it in a way for people to get a glimpse into my transformation. Before, God was someone that I was raised to know about. God was this being that was so far away from me, and not because he was not physical. He wasn't a physical being in the sense of being, in that particular form. He was somebody I learned about. He was somebody I memorized scriptures about. He was somebody that I knew existed, and I know was the very reason for my existence. But I had no relationship to God. I was not talking to God. I honestly promise you guys, I did not have a relationship with God. And it was so powerful. I just did the 3-day challenge with Kendra for Stop Running Away from Your Ministry. And during one of our sessions with everyone, you said, how much time do you spend with your mom? How much in that relationship? Like, how much time have you invested in that relationship? How much time have you invested in the relationship with your best friend? Now, based on that concept alone, how much time have you invested in God? Do you talk to him? Do you pray to him? Do you ask him for help? Do you depend on him? And I can honestly say that before this, all of my answers were no. I did not have a relationship with God. I was a faithful Christian. I was going to church. I wasn't doing any major sin. Consistently, I hit some. Don't get me wrong. I hit some. But, in my mind, I was a good Christian. In my mind, I was a child of God. But again, my life and my faith and my mentality did not represent that I was a child of God, because I had no connection to God as my father, to my leader, to my true provider. So my relationship with him is mind-blowing. And when we were younger, we were taught scripture. We were taught the discipline, the difference between Church of Christ and other churches. The times were just a little bit different. So I didn't learn about a relationship with God until I got older in my adult years. So listening to you over the last few months talk about, what has God been saying to you? And I was like, no, Kendra, we don't hear God's voice. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Because that was uncomfortable to me, because I wasn't taught that side of it. I wasn't taught about the intimacy of God. I wasn't talked about, you can pray to God and say, please show me your plan. And as I work your plan, please give me confirmation that I'm in the right place. I wasn't doing any of that. If I felt like something wasn't working the way I thought it needed to be done, I would just do something different. You know what I mean? So, Kendra would say, when did you guys start thinking you knew better than God? And it was like, oh my gosh, I never thought I knew better than God, but my actions were showing it, guys, because I never went to God for his permission. I never went to God for his advice, for his confirmation, for his anything. So now, when God was transforming my mind, I prayed to God every day to help me be in my right mind and to help direct my day. Why was I thinking I was controlling my day? Why was I thinking, because people will always tell you, you choose to be happy or sad, or you choose to have a good day or a bad day. No, I wake up in the negative realm because that's where my brain is right now. So I wasn't doing anything on purpose, but at the same time, I wasn't doing anything effective to get out of the negative. Yes. And so now I talk to God. Now I have a relationship with God. Pray before I go to work. Pray before my baby goes to school. When she's not having a good day, or help me to be a better mom. God, help me in this situation to explain this or deal with that. So now, and I'm nowhere where I need to be. Please truly believe me. This is only the very beginning for me. This is like being rebaptized, being born again, because there's some fundamentals that I didn't keep practicing. So they were in the forefront of my mind. Guys, I could not recite to you all the books of the Bible. I did Bible Bowl when I was younger. I went to youth conferences. I had Sunday school teachers. I learned them at one point. But if you would have stopped me in the street and say, I will give you $1 million to say the books of the Bible, I would not win that $1 million that day, because I was not practicing the true knowledge of God. I was not residing in his word. We weren't communicating. If you're not reading the Bible, what are you doing? If you're not praying, what are you doing? It's just not happening. So I can honestly say, for the first time in life, and I am 42, I am starting my relationship with God, and I'm at the very beginning, and I'm so excited about where it can go from now. Can God restore everything that I lost? Yes, he can not only restore it, but give me more.